Hello and welcome back to another Iota Corporation video. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at Leisure Suit Larry in the Land of the Lounge Lizards, Reloaded. This is by Reloaded Games, as you saw earlier, and it's a remake of the original Leisure Suit Larry in the Land of the Lounge Lizards. God, that's hard for it to say. Start saying that 3 times fast. Yeesh. Anyway, the game is an old-school point-and-click adventure, very old-school, as the game originally was in that first wave of point-and-click adventures, and it stars Leisure Suit Larry, or Larry Laffer, the man who came to totally not Las Vegas to find true love and maybe get lucky on the way. Anyway, I'm going to just start a new game to show you what it's like. No lying. So, the game is, of course, not suitable for children, so choosing under 15 is going to deny you access. And you're going to have to say you're at least 16 to play the game. If you're over 100, that's obviously a lie. Now, the fun part is if you select an age group, for example, this one. Yeah, sure you are. To verify your age, please answer these 5 simple questions. Now, reasonably, someone in this age group should be able to answer all 5 of the questions and proceed with playing the game. However, they're actually pretty hard. For example, I have no idea. I'm going to assume it's Hamachi, because I think that's a... No? See, if you blew that... If you miss another, you can't be possibly old enough to play this game. So, let's see, who is not a Scientologist? Tom Cruise, John Travolta, Nancy, Bart Simpson Cartwright, or Mayim Bialik. I'm going to go with John Travolta. No, I guess that was wrong. Shame on you for trying to deceive a friendly little computer game like this. Come back and try again when you're older or wiser. Okay, I've actually managed to get through this, so I'm going to just reload a save I took then, because otherwise you could be sitting here for a good 10-15 minutes watching me try to answer questions. So I'll be back in a moment.
Your name is Larry Laffer. You've arrived in beautiful Lost Wages without luggage. The airline lost it. Without a hotel reservation, you forgot to get one. And without a clue. You've never had one. You exit the cab. The hot, dry air of Lost Wages hits you in the face like a hard slap. A feeling not wholly unfamiliar to you. After your cab ride, you may be low on funds, but you've got the looks, the lines, and the leisure suit. You're in town to find true love. And if you happen to get lucky along the way, that's okay. After all, you're nearly 40.
And still untouched by human hands. Look out, ladies! I'm finding love tonight!
Okay, so that was the introduction to the game, and just as a point of notice, before I start going any further, the game is basically 90% innuendo and sexual humor. Just gonna say. So if you get offended by that, you should have left already. Like, several minutes ago. Oh, it's a doggy.
Bear's owner, Dave Oshry, lets Bear wander around on the street. It could go feral or rabid, and it could have been circumvented.
Can you please use smaller words?
Uh-oh, that's Bear, the dog. In Lost Wages, Bear is famous for getting off his leash and spreading sunshine wherever he goes. If you act in a non-threatening manner long enough, maybe he'll come over and say hi sometime. Aw, that's Bear, always spreading sunshine.
Fantastic.
You look at the Walk of Shame star set into the sidewalk.
Nafis Walster. Ow! I bruised my uvula.
Yeah, there's also an option to turn off the subtitles or turn off the voice, so it's more of a traditional point-and-click adventure. But I'm just going to have it do that, so it saves me the effort of reading.
Holy cannoli. It smells like a fire hydrant just walked in here.
Yeah, whatever.
You take a seat on an available bar stool.
I'm just going to point out I'm not going into this completely blind. Like, I know
Blah,
a little
blah,
bit of what's
blah,
going
blah.
on.
$25, same as in town.
So, what was the setup to that punchline?
Oh.
Hello?
What'll it be?
Mike was here again. Okay, let's get a whiskey.
I'll have a glass of your fine well whiskey.
That'll be $5, please.
You flip $5 onto the counter. You don't drink the whiskey, but instead decide to carry it with you wherever you go, precariously balanced in an open shot glass.
Because that's a good idea.
Hello?
What'll it be?
I'm gonna
Give me a mug of beer.
That'll be $5, please.
You flip $5 onto the counter. You down the beer in your pseudo-macho style and slam the mug back on the bar. Suddenly, you feel a little woozy. You feel a little lightheaded. You're unsure if you'll be able to walk straight. Shaking your head, you finally clear away the cobwebs and are once again able to walk in your standard Studley style. You are in a dimly lit hallway. The peeling wallpaper gives the roaches something to watch. Clutter fills the room, and a filthy drunk wearing filthy clothes sits on the filthy floor, leaning his filthy back against the filthy wall. He is a poor little lamb who has lost his way, and also his bladder control.
Alright. So, this is your inventory. Like, you pick up items, and you can look at what you got. So, you got a wallet with business cards, notes, credit cards, and $84 in cash. You got your breath spray, and, the petroleum that may or may not be actually whiskey.
That hit the spot. You know, you must be my only friend in the whole world. So, I'm gonna give you my only possession, all I got in the world. Besides, what's a guy like me need with a coaster? I mean, what am I, high society?
You deftly pluck the rose from the vase and carry it with you.
Bush beer gives you great head. It's funny because you can take it two ways. Yeah, double entendre.
You grab an ancient copy of Flutter, the magazine of nude skydiving, and settle in to sit and think. You feel a great relief. What's that aroma?
Alright, so there's also stuff to just look around at everything. For example,
Piles of magazines sit on the floor. Lefty's restroom walls are filled with clever reading material, enough to keep you reading for a long, long time. Here's one. Who do I have to sleep with to get laid around here? Here's one. Down with repression. Here's one. Peeing in public should be a misdemeanor.
oh, that's bad.
Here's one. I was here at the crack of dawn, and she was delicious. Here's one. There are two kinds of people in this world. People who can extrapolate from incomplete data.
That's cute. Anyway,
You scrape the floor with a finger.
Wow, scratch and sniff.
Carefully finishing your duties, you wipe and toss the newspaper behind the toilet for the next user. Score!
Alright, now we get into some spoiler territory, because this is what you're supposed to do in the game. Ready?
You turn on the hot tap. Immediately, steam starts to chug from the spigot. Technically, steam is invisible. This is water vapor, but nobody likes a narrating smartass. You notice some writing in the mirror.
Ken sent me. That could be important. I'll have to remember it.
You grab a scrap of toilet paper and, cleverly chewing one of your fingernails to the quick, you scrawl the words "Ken sent me" in blood on the paper. You turn off the hot tap and the mist slowly clears.
So now, after doing that, I get a little note that says Ken sent me. What could I do with it, though? I have also got a random set of numbers from that drunk guy, but I don't know what it is. Like, I actually don't know. Now, what kind of person would I be if I decided to just leave my mess in the toilet? That's not what I meant to do.
You grab an ancient... You feel like... What? Carefully finishing your duties, you wipe and toss the newspaper behind the toilet for the next user. Don't do it, Larry. Too late. The toilet begins to fill. Realizing your mistake, you quickly jiggle the handle, attempting to stem the onrushing tide of water. As the water reaches your head, your life flushes before your eyes. You doze briefly. Turns out, a flush beats everything. Sometimes good manners are a bad idea, eh, Larry?
So if you played the original Leisure Suit Larry, you remember this exact toilet. Because in the original, that was a thing as well. You go in the bathroom...
Jeez. Did something die in there?
Maybe. Anyway, in the original, you go into the bathroom, you go in the toilet, and if you flush, you die. They didn't have the snarky narrator giving a little thing at the end, but it's updated.
Hey, dork. You got toilet paper stuck to your shoe. Ha ha ha.
Apples. Apple.
So anyway, that's just a small look at
Hey,
first
Mac,
look
where you
at
headed?
Leisure Suit Larry. It's not exactly a big world, but you got Caesar's Phallus, the Come and Go, and 69 Club, and Guano Bell, Mystery Stain Motel, the Comedy Bladder, Casual Corner. Anyway, it's not exactly a big world, but believe me, you're going to spend a lot of time going through it just trying to find out what's going on and basically trying to get laid. That's the whole point of the game. If you have the money, I'd heartily recommend checking it out. Last Sign for 12 Miles. Because it's quite a fun little thing to play. Just, it doesn't take any resources on the computer.
$17, pal.
It's
So you could
old
easily
number
just-
68.
So you can very easily just play it on a plane ride or
Thanks,
while you're
kid.
waiting for something to happen. And it's just a fun thing to just poke into every so often. You can also play arcade games and stuff, such as Blackjack, which is actually something you need to do because you don't have all that much money. I am terrible at Blackjack.
That's not one of the buttons.
Oh.
That's not one of the buttons.
Anyway, I'm just gonna go before I spend forever playing Blackjack here. So yeah, it's just a fun little world to go around and explore. It's
Now
20
that's a fact. As new and cool.
It's $20 on Steam right now,
You
and
step into the elevator and look at the
you can also buy it from Reloaded Games website, which you know, if you do that,
Fancy. And who's that behind?
blah blah blah.
You cleverly.
So here's one of the people you can attempt to get lucky with throughout the game. Anyway,
They seem to perk up slightly when you talk to them.
My parents once told me that talking to things is the best way to get them to grow. It didn't work for my, well, It didn't work for me.
Womp womp. Anyway, I'll just leave you with this while I finish up what I was saying. The game is $20 on Steam and the developer's website, and I hardly recommend you go try it out, or buy it if you really want to. It's not exactly a game where you can just walk in and get tits. Like, you actually need to work for your boobs in this game. I have no idea how to get anywhere in it so far, so I'm gonna spend another few hours trying to figure that out. Anyway, that has been Iota Corporation. Thank you for watching, and we will see you next time.